Babaji said, do you ever think about breathing? We've heard this example many times. Do you ever think about breathing? Do you ever think about your heart beating? It just happens. It's something that just happens. There's no control. Involuntary. Then I realized that my life, day to day, does not span 24 hours. The life I live has a 48-hour day. 24 hours while I am conscious, the voluntary. 24 hours which is involuntary. Babaji, before leaving for Paris, he gave me a hint. I did not see, I only recently put all of this together when Babaji said, read between the lines of what I say. Somebody once asked Babaji, your vichar is the same every time. Babaji says, read between the lines and then you'll know what I'm saying. That is why I pieced all this together. Before leaving for Paris on the farewell smargam in London, Babaji said कि गुरसिख को शरीर से ऊपर उठ के भक्ति करनी चाहिए. When we heard this, everyone thought that Babaji wants us to live outside our body. Is that? And there was a lot of confusion. Then Gyani Ji explained what that meant. That means the involuntary, the subconscious, the continuous. I often feel I am sitting here, I am talking to you, but I feel inside me I am doing the Simran all the time. I am remembering God. The voluntary and the involuntary. People always ask when I come to America, I come to England, I go anywhere. And somebody asked me yesterday also, they say, how do you do it? I say, do what? It's involuntary. I don't do anything. It's involuntary. When we have Brahm Gyan, we are shown the whole of creation. We are shown our true selves, what we are. And we are encouraged to evolve. Evolution is something that happens every day. It's happening now. It happens in human beings every day. Babaji often talks about evolution, transformation, to change, to evolve. And we sometimes maybe think too much that how are we to evolve, how are we to change? The way we are to evolve is to move from the voluntary, the having to do, given the choice to remember God and the Gyan, or the involuntary, that it happens by itself. The transition you have to make is from being consciously aware of remembering or remembering. It is that simple. It is that simple, but it is extremely difficult to do. And why is it difficult? Babaji said that sometimes when we do parchar, when we do bhakti, the biggest obstacle in our path is yourself, is I, is me. Because I put that barrier up straight away that it's very difficult, I can't do this. I shouldn't even try to do this. So we don't do. We don't try. I was once talking and sitting with Babaji and I learned something very special. That he wants to give us so much, but we don't want to surrender anything that we have. He shared a story with me. And he said that at one time, once, a guru visited a village जहाँ उनके गुरसिख रहते हैं. And वहाँ पहुँच के पंचायत ने ये फैसला किया था, the council of the village decided that everybody in the village has to go and do darshan of the Sadguru. But they cannot go empty-handed. They have to take something, an offering. Whoever comes empty-handed will not be allowed in. He will have to stay away. So obviously everybody wanted to go. किसी ने आम की पेटियां तैयार की, किसी ने पपीता, दूसरा फल, किसी ने सोना, किसी ने कपड़े बनवाए, जूते बनवाए. Whatever they could think that yes, this is my offering. And पूरी लाइन लग गई पूरी शहर गांव की. और वहाँ एक बड़ा गरीब इंसान था वहाँ. कपड़े क्या देगा, खुद के कपड़े नहीं थे उनके पास. He could not give any food because he had no food to eat himself. He had no money, so what jewelry or what gold or silver would he buy? He joined the line right at the back. And as the day progressed, the line got shorter and shorter. And दो जैसे हमारे सेवा दल है वहाँ खड़े थे गेट के पास. And they had the message. It was decided that nobody is allowed in empty-handed. So they said कि नहीं आप नहीं जा सकते अंदर. You have nothing to offer. What do you have to give to the Guru? You cannot come in. So he did not say anything. He stood there at the door, at the gate. दरबार लगा था, सारे बैठे थे. One by one नमस्कार हो रही थी सदगुरु को. And he accepted all the offerings, and everyone was very happy. The poor man at the door was thinking, maybe I don't belong here. Maybe if you only have riches, you can come. He was thinking all these things. And then suddenly a thought came into his mind. He didn't share that thought. He kept it to himself. At the end of the day, the Sadguru, the Guru asked, कि सबकी नमस्कार हो गई, दर्शन हो गए सबके? And the Panchayat stood up and said, yes, everyone has come. It is done. And he said, no, I don't think everyone is here. There is somebody missing. They said, no, everyone who has brought something has come. He goes, then there is somebody waiting outside, bring him inside. And they thought, कि उसको डांट पिटेगी, कि look what everyone else has brought, you have got nothing. He came to the line, and the Guru spoke to him. And he said, what have you brought for me? And he said, the only thing I have to offer is my hatred, my anger, my jealousy, my lust, and my evil. That is what I offer you. And he said, बेटे यहाँ बैठ जा, ये मेरे को यही चाहिए था. We are given that opportunity every day. We listen to the Guru's vichars every day. Every month we hear them, we read them in the Rasala. Babaji says, shed your ego, shed your hatred, shed your jealousy. How do we know what we're going to get in return? If we think of the Gyan, when we shed our tan, our body, mind, and our possessions, what did we get? We got this Gyan. If we shed our negativity and our evil, our hatred, our jealousy, our ego, God knows what Babaji will give us. But every time we think, yes, let me do this, then we think, nay, I have to become a better person. It's going to be very difficult. Somebody talks wrong to me, then I should have some armory, something to retaliate with. So I cannot give my hatred. How can I give up my jealousy? I see somebody driving a flashy car, a nice new car. I'm jealous. I want a new car. I see his clothes, his family, how he lives. These are all things that I require. We don't want to surrender anything. Until we surrender, we cannot move from that voluntary to the involuntary. Until there is surrender. Until there is surrender, there is nothing. Then there is this fake world in which we live in, as we saw. Then there are always the questions that why does this happen? Why does that happen? Why am I not able to live in the moment? Why do I not understand? Why do I not see Babaji everywhere, God everywhere? Why do I not feel these things? These questions will always arise until we get rid of all of our assets that we carry around with us. Is it that difficult? What he wants to give us, Babaji is playing a card game with us. He is the dealer. And he is telling us, you want to win this hand? Then take this card. We're like, nay, I have very good cards. I don't need that card. And we say, nay, Babaji, whatever you do is correct. Whatever you say is right. We believe in you. Babaji says, take this card. Nay, Babaji, you're wrong there. The one I have is better. When will we take that card? Vision 2020, when I came and when I saw the agenda and I was reading, it's a very enlightening, very serious topic. And somebody asked me, what's your view on Vision 2020? I didn't say anything. I listened yesterday, I still didn't say anything. But everything I heard was beautiful what I heard. There is one thing, there are two things, well, there are three things which never change. One is the Guru. Sharir changes, Guru doesn't change. The Satguru doesn't change. The second is his Gyan never changes. The third is his vision, it never changes. Nankari vision or Guru's vision 2020 is the same vision that was in the 1960, the 1970, the 1980s. It's the same vision. That vision is Parupkar. That vision is enlightenment. That vision is transformation. Babaji says it every day. A reporter, and I share this, a reporter, he said, Babaji, I've been coming. He put Babaji on the spot, I thought at that time. And he asked Babaji, Babaji, I've been coming to your smagam for such a long time. And it seems that you always say the same thing. And I was taken back. I thought, how is Babaji going to respond to this? Somebody asking. And Babaji said, well, when the students learn, the message changes. When the students don't learn, when mankind doesn't learn, then you have to keep repeating the same thing. Unfortunately, that is the rut we are stuck in. That is something that affects me a lot. That why we cannot move on. Again, we heard Shobhataji touch on a subject that many of us discuss, that we are building new pavans, we are doing this and doing that, but where is our growth? It's a very taboo subject, not many people speak about it in the open. But even here, Babaji shared a story with me, which we all have heard, but the punchline is different. There was a farmer who had some land. And he wanted to cultivate the land to make to make a living. He wanted to reap crop. So what did the farmer do? He has to pay attention to the land. He took out all the weeds, the stones, everything. And then obviously he plants the seed germinates, and he has crop, which he will reap and sell and make money. But the story Babaji told was different. He said, "Main to mali hoon." He goes, "Main to apni zameen ko dekh raha hoon." He goes, but the thing which is different is ki zameen saath hi nahi de rahi. Ki what can I do? Then I thought, what does that mean? Ki zameen saath nahi de rahi. Babaji said, ki zameen mein there are weeds. When we remove the weeds, they grow again. It's a continuous process. That is obvious. He goes, zameen mein patthar bhi hote hain. And patthar ko nikalte hain, dobara patthar aa jate hain. Babaji said ki zameen tab tiyar hoti hai when everything is perfect, when the land is ready. And then I thought of that as sangat. And at that time I was living in England. And I was thinking, okay, there are only 1,800 or 2,000 Mahapurush at that time, maybe more, in England. And we have everything there. Still, we are not able to keep that unity, that pyar in those 1,800 people. Was zameen tiyar nahi hoti. If Babaji wanted, he'd click his fingers and we would have hundreds of thousands of people coming to our sangat. Would we be able to manage them? Would we look after them? What would we offer them? This I touch on because of what we spoke about yesterday and what we spoke about today. Somebody quoted Vivek Shok, that being an Ankari is not just a title, it's a responsibility.